Hi, we're back. We're in England, not in America anymore. We're doing another vlog, and this is a vlog at a little local congress in Oxfordshire. I'm just on the train now, heading to further south anyway. I'm going to be picked up by my partner, and we're going to make our way to the venue, which is just outside of Oxford. And it's a 2-day event. 1 day is Swiss pairs, where I'm playing with a guy called Adam Hickman. But I'm going to call him Gizzy for most of the rest of the video, probably, because that's what I know him as. And Sunday I'm going to be playing with Magnus again. So if you've read my blog, I played with Magnus at Easter, I had a good time. So Sunday we're playing with Magnus in Swiss teams, with John Cox and a person I don't know. I might know them by face, but I don't know their name. So Alex Hannon, I think it is. Something like that. Anyway, so we'll find out tomorrow exactly what's going on. But today we're heading down. It's quite early in the morning. I'm quite tired, and I haven't managed to pick up a coffee on the train. So yet. So I don't think train coffee would be great, but I do need something because it's quite early for me. We're going down. We're playing 2-over-1 with Gizzy, and he.
Hi.
Hello. Conjunctus says hi, and he hasn't played bridge for.
Welcome on board this East Midlands Railway service to Leicester.
He hasn't played bridge for quite a few years, and I think he's getting back into it. He has a World Junior Championship silver medal. He played on the same.
Leicester. Please do not leave any belongings unattended. They may be removed without notice.
He has a silver medal in the under 20s or whatever age bracket it was, and he played with sheepmen, and then he kind of. After junior bridge ended, he sort of stopped, and he hasn't played for over 10 years properly anyway. He watched the vlogs in Chicago, and he watches the stream occasionally when I was on, because he used to play Among Us with me, and so yeah, we're going to give this a go and do our best. We've practiced on Cubids, and if you haven't tried out Cubids, I would really recommend it. And then we did some practice on BBO as well, some while we were chatting in the same room, just some bidding practice. So yeah, we're going to see that. We're going to pick her up, we're going to go for breakfast, and then we're going to go to the venue. So we'll see what it's like. I don't know how many pairs. It's not going to be a busy event. I think maybe like 30 tables or something like that. It should be fine, just to do a bit of friendly bridge play. So yeah, there we go. So here we are. So here we are in Radley College in Oxfordshire, and I'm here with Adam Hickman. Hi, Adam.
Hi.
Back to bridge, eh?
Back to bridge. Most people don't know my name, so it's Gizzy. If anyone's watching that, probably doesn't know who Adam is, but yeah.
Yeah. So we're here at Radley College, and it's another one of these great days. It seems like every day I play bridge at the moment, the weather's great. Even in England, it was raining where I was living yesterday. So we're walking down here to some sort of further education college or something like that. So yeah, we're going to go down. I think there's somewhere between 25 and 30 pairs, did you say, or tables?
No, there's about 50 pairs, I
50
think.
pairs, yeah, so 25 to 30 tables or thereabouts. So we're going to go there. There's 7 rounds today. We've got 4 rounds and a break, then 3 rounds, and then we get an early finish, so we can go for maybe a meal in Oxfordshire or something like that. Going to see some friends, going to see some UK people you might not know, so I'll introduce them as they get there, and yeah, we'll just do the best we can. We're playing 2-over-1, and do clever things, don't be stupid. So here we are, you can see the room behind us there. There's 22 tables, I think, so 44 pairs, so fewer than we thought. We just finished the first round. There was some eye rolling going from us because things were not going to be the same at other tables. So we got some kind defences, some weird bidding. They finished in some weird spots, and when they luckily made us something, we kind of go, oh god, it's one of those days. But the very last hand of the set, I'm going to give you Adam's hand. Sorry, Gizzy for those who know him. He picked up Singleton Spade. I'll put it on the screen for you. He's got a King to 4 hearts empty, Ace King to 5 diamonds empty, and Ace King X of clubs. So he's got a 17 count, and your partner. So that's your hand. Then your partner opens 1 club, which is at least 2. You bid a diamond, and partner bids 1 no trump, which shows a weak no trump. Some 11s, but mainly 12 to 14. So we systemically bid 2 diamonds to show a game forcing hand with some sort of interest in something, you just sets up a game force, and your partner bids 2 hearts. It's effectively like Stayman-esque. Your partner's going to bid a 4-card major. And when partner bids 2 hearts, your hand's really big. And so Adam bid 3 spades, which we play as a splinter, and your partner signs off in 4 hearts. So your partner's shown 4 hearts and 4 hearts and a weak no trump, and so it's you decide what to do. Now your partner had a couple of options. Your partner could have Q bid 4 of a minor, and your partner could have bid 3N to show a good hand for the auction but no clear-cut action. So your partner hasn't either of those things, and you've got to decide whether you want to go further than that or not. And it's one of these things, you need to sit there and give partners some example hands, and to decide whether you can make 6. But what you're also going to do in this particular case is, because partner's not shown any interest beyond showing their hand and 4 hearts, you need to think about hands that you might have where 5's not safe. So there might be certain hands, maybe when partner's got 4 low hearts, 5 might not be safe. Partner might have 4 low hearts and not the ace of spades, in which case you're not making 5. But that's so unlikely. More often than not, if you give partner a random hand, like ace jack to 4 hearts, and both minor suit queens, well, slams on a heart finesse, or ace queen to 4 hearts and just the queen of diamonds, and the slam's probably good, or both major suit aces, which is unlikely because partner has signed off, and partner with the ace of spades would think their hand is better than it could be. So Adam made a great bid. He just bid key card, I think, and I think generally 5 hearts is probably going to be safe, but obviously we're not doing very well, we're doing okay in the match. They've had some fortunate results, is probably the politest way of saying it, I think. So far I dropped a trick in defence as well, so we potentially, the match is in the balance, and this is the last board, and so obviously bidding a slam here potentially wins the match big if it makes, and obviously going off and it goes off. So he bid key card, and partner showed 2 aces but no queen of hearts. We think, well, that's what I want to hear. If partner's not got the queen of hearts, he could have the jack, he might be in a finesse, he might just be able to cash ace king of hearts and then cross rough some stuff, or he might have either minor suit queen. He might have queen to 4 clubs or something, or queen of diamonds. So Adam bid 6, and you can see the contract there, how good a contract is 6. Well, if hearts don't break, you can't make it, almost certainly. And if hearts do break, it's actually really good. You can cash 2 rounds of hearts, and then play ace king of diamonds, rough a diamond, rough a spade, whatever, and sort of cross rough. And then you just need hearts to break and diamonds not to be 5-1 to give it a chance of making. If diamonds are 5-1, you still might be able to make it if you elope with all your trumps, and the hand with 5 diamonds has got the 3rd heart and has to follow all this time. Potentially you might be able to make it in that case as well, and you might even be able to make it if the hand with a singleton diamond has 3 hearts but you're roughing over them, so when they rough in you just discard a loser and you can make 12 tricks that way. So anyway, hearts broke, diamonds broke, so we made 12 tricks for 97%, and it was the last board of the match, so 97% will be what that's worth, so that felt pretty good. So we've just finished the second round. I can't imagine we haven't won it 20-0, and we're going to check. One of the things you get in UK events is you get this running scoreboard. Oh, so we haven't won it 20-0. Oh no, we have. Yes, we've just jumped to the top. You saw us just jump. Basically, as the boards come in, the scores edit as you do, and you can't see this. You'll notice the room is there, and this board's kind of tilted on the side. But when you've done, you can come and have a look at your current score, your current standings, and things like that. So yeah, so we won that 20-0. We had quite a lot of, obviously you need to win 20-0, quite a lot of good boards, and we had one at the end where I picked up the usual fare that I pick up. You pick up 5 to the 10-9-8, 3 low, singleton, 10-9-8 to 4. So you've got decent pips in both black suits. And the bidding goes a strong no trump on your left, double from partner. So the strong no trump, I'll do a bit slowly because this is a bit of an intricate auction, I guess. So 1 no trump on your left, and everyone's vulnerable. Your partner doubles, which we play as penalties, and the next hand pauses through it and passes. This gets alerted, and it gets explained as forces a redouble. Now I've got no points. Imagine there's 16 on your left and partner's got 16. The hand on your right's probably got 8, and this redouble's probably going to be for values. And there are different schools of thought about what to do and when to pull it. So basically, I know that the auction is going to go pass, redouble, pass, pass, and I'm going to have another decision next round. So there are some schools of thought about when to pull with weak hands. So I've got two options. Basically, I'm not going to sit one notch and redoubled, and I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. The other thing that right-hand opponent could be doing is kind of showing two different sorts of two-suited hands. But looking at my hand, I'm pretty sure that they're going to try and play in one notch and redoubled, and I've just got no help at all for partner. Unless partner's got like running diamonds or something, this isn't going to be good. So I'm going to pull it to 2 spades, and at what point do you do that? Do you do that straight away, or do you wait and do it? There are several reasons I think doing it straight away is good. Partner knows if you had any values, you try and catch them one notch doubled, or you try and catch them in something doubled. So pulling straight away should show a weaker hand. And the other thing that pulling straight away will do is they're going to find it a bit harder to catch you. Because if I bid 2 spades straight away, the one notch opener doesn't know his partner's got a good hand. But if I wait and I pass, and then it goes redouble, pass, pass, now the one notch opener knows his partner was willing to play in one notch redoubled, and when I bid 2 spades with no spade honours, they're going to be able to double me on King Jack X, King Queen X, Ace Jack X, any sort of 3-card spade suit. But if I bid straight away, there's a chance that they might not have penalty doubles here. They might be takeout doubles, and neither hand might have a takeout double, and I might get away with it. As it happened, some good and bad things happened. This goes, I bid 2 spades, and it goes pass, pass, double, and you can see the hand now, pass, pass, pass. And I asked them what the double was, and the guy says undiscussed, because he didn't really know, but obviously I have the air of someone who hasn't really got much on the hand, and I'm playing in 2 spades, and Gizzy's got nowhere to go. He can't bid 3 diamonds here, I don't think. I could just have 6 low spades, but 2 spades, I actually don't know if it can be beaten. I think it's difficult to beat. They led the King of Spades at trick 1, which I think is a fine lead on the hand, and what they're aiming to do is draw dummies trumps and then start forcing in hearts. That's what they aimed to do. So what do you do here? Well, I think you can beat it, but what happened was they played 2 rounds of spades. It goes King small, 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 Queen small, 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 and that looks really interesting. It looks like if the guy didn't know what the double was, then he must have spades. So it looks like spades are 3-3 now, and they then play ace and another heart. So I win with the king, and I've still got to draw trumps at some point, and I've also got to get rid of this losing heart. So I catch 2 rounds of diamonds to throw my losing heart away, and now I've got an interesting choice. I could try playing a small club off dummy, hoping that the hand on my right can't go in with an honour from Queen X or something, or I can just set the diamonds up. That's what I did. I set the diamonds up. I played the Jack of Diamonds, small, and I discarded a club, and they won the Queen. And now, to beat it, they have to either play another diamond so that they can make their trump separately, or play a club to take my entry out. What they did was play a heart. So I was able to rough this, play a trump. Trumps were 3-3, and I was then able to rough and claim dummies diamonds with ace of clubs as an entry, so that's pretty good. So we were playing 4 matches through, and we're currently leading with 1 board to be put into the little thing with 3 VPs ahead, but that last board was good, so my guess is things have changed. Alright, anyway, we're leading our joint first or something like that. I actually thought we'd be a bit higher than that, but we won the match close. I went for 800 because I was a fish. But there was one interesting hand during the play, and it was your opponents are playing it. So I'm going to put the hand on the screen because I can't remember the exact pips, but you are the south hand and you are playing in 3 diamonds, and the bidding has gone oh dear, this is what I'm struggling to remember. The bidding has gone you open a diamond, the next hand doubles, your partner bids 1 heart, pass to you, so you bid 2 diamonds. The next hand doubles again, your partner passes, East bids 3 clubs, and you decide to bid 3 diamonds with your long diamonds. And this goes pass, pass, pass. And so the hand on your left is doubled twice, so they must be decent. And likely both black suits, maybe hearts as well, because they double initially. And the hand on your right shown very little. 3 clubs is just, it could be 0 points. But they could have a scattering of values. So they lead the ace. They lead the king of spades, which asks for count, and your right-hand opponent shows probably an even number. Then they play the ace of spades, and your right-hand opponent peters. So your right-hand opponent has shown 2 spades, and then they play a third spade, which is the jack or the 10. So what do you do? Well, you've got a couple of choices here. You could cover it and hope spades are 3-2, which is almost certainly not going to happen. Or you could duck it and hope they switch and maybe make the queen of spades lighter, but they're probably going to rough out your queen. But if you cover, can you see what's going to happen? If you cover the spade, East will ruff. They will probably play a club back, because that's the dummy's weakest suit. Obviously they're not going to play a heart into the ace queen. And then you're going to rattle off all these trumps. And the hand on your left has got the 4th spade and likely the king of hearts, but what you don't want to do is risk the heart finesse, because if it loses they also cash a club and you go off. And you don't want to reject the heart finesse, because if it's right you've got 10 tricks. You've lost spade, spade, spade ruff, and you can try and make the rest. So what you can try and make is the ace of clubs, 7 diamonds, and the ace queen of hearts. But if you guess whether heart finesse is right or wrong, you could be wrong some of the time. But if you play off all your trumps, leaving your singleton heart and your club left in your hand, and dummy's last 3 cards are ace, queen of hearts, and a spade, when you play your last trump, your left-hand opponent has to keep their winning spade. Otherwise, you cross the ace of spades and you cash the spade. So they will discard a heart. And then when you play a heart up, you know that your left-hand opponent has got a spade left, so their heart is their last heart. And if they've got the king, it will show up, it will pop up there, and you'll win the ace and the queen. And if they don't have the king, you will reject the finesse, because you know it's offside, because your left-hand opponent has to have a spade. It's called a show-up squeeze. Our opponent missed it, and so they only made 9. They just rejected the finesse. They didn't run off any trumps. They just rejected the heart finesse and claimed 9 tricks to make for making, which was the first body we played in the set, but it felt a bit average plus for us. So nice hand. It missed at the table. So we're 6 matches down. There's some boards to come in, but as it stands, we won that match as well. So we've won all 6, and we're 1 VP ahead of second, and about 14 or 15 ahead of third. And we've already played second, so it's one of these situations in Swiss matches where the leading 2 or 3 pairs or teams have already played each other coming towards the end of the event, and it's about who can beat their last round opponents by the most. So we'll do our best to win our last match, and hopefully, even if we just go undefeated today, come second. It's a really good performance. First time we've played together. However, my partner made an excellent recovery on a board. I'm going to show you in a bit more detail, so I'll pass over to Steve, who's going to take you through that. Sat in his hotel room filming some stuff, and we're going to go back in for the last match and try and do our best. So the Wi-Fi in the hotel wasn't great, so this is done a few days later. This is the hand I was mentioning, where Gizzy pulled off a trump coup. Now, mistakes might have been made during the hand, but we'll just go through the bidding quickly. Your partner's north, so you're playing a south, and your partner's north opens a club, which is at least 2 clubs. You bid a heart, partner bids 1 spade, which our agreement is 1 spade is unbalanced. So partner's now going to have clubs and at least 4 spades. You invite with 2 no trumps, because that's what you've got. You've got an 11 count with a decent diamond stop. Your partner now offers 3 hearts, and I think the general style is if partner just had a weak hand with 3 card heart support, they would probably just raise 1 to 2 and ignore the spades. So when they do this, it's usually quite strong. But you've got nothing, if you've limited your hand, you just bid 4 hearts. If partner wants to move over that, that's good. And partner doesn't, so there you play. And you're playing 4 hearts, you're playing match points, remember, so you're trying to make as many tricks as you can. So they lead the 6 of spades, that's what led at the table, and you can see dummy there, have a quick count of your tricks. You're not going to lose any clubs or diamonds, it doesn't look like it. You're going to lose the ace of spades, and you're going to lose the ace of hearts, and maybe the queen of hearts is onside or not. Maybe you can pick the queen of hearts up. So it looks like, unless there's a spade ruff, you're going to make 11 tricks if you can finesse the queen of hearts, and 10 tricks if you can't. The danger is they might get a spade ruff after the ace spade ruff, and there's not much you can do about that. So you play low at trick 1, or exit, no, next, there we go. East takes the ace and plays the 9 of spades back to the queen, 10 and small, and West has led the 6 and then played the 10. So is that middle up down, or is it second from a 10 high suit or something like that? So you ask, and they don't treat the 10 as an honour, so you don't quite know whether this is from 10 to 4, 10 to 3. But it looks like if anyone's roughing spades, it's East. So if West has the ace of hearts, East might get a spade ruff. So we're probably going to need the queen of hearts on side if the ace of hearts is offside. Otherwise we might go off. So what happened at trick 3 is Gizzy crossed to the diamond in dummy. So he wanted to take a heart finesse, so he plays jack of hearts, and this goes ace of hearts, small, small. And it's one of these things, the longer you've been playing around here, when you've crossed a dummy to play the jack of hearts, they're not playing the ace of hearts from ace doubleton or ace to 3. Ace to 3 could be really bad, like you could crash partner's honour and things like that. Ace doubleton, you're probably just going to make them guess unless you're worried about being end played or something. So usually when they fly in with the ace here, it's from one of two holdings. It's either from singleton ace, because they have to, there's no other option there, or it's from a suit headed by the ace queen. And you'd put money on that being the case. Assuming it's not a singleton, that they've got the queen when they fly in with the ace here, because with ace to 3 it just so much looks like partner wants to finesse, and you've just got to let them finesse wrong. Now if you've gone in with ace to 3 here and you haven't got the queen, you've given the opportunity for you to drop the queen offside when you weren't necessarily going to make the rest of the hearts. Now you've given them a chance. So usually they've got the queen here. And what East does at this trick is they play a diamond. Now, why haven't they played a spade? Well, they might not have one. It might be West that's got the rest of the spades. They could play a club, but why have they played a diamond? Maybe they're trying to get you to rough to make the queen of hearts harder to pick up a ball or something like that. I don't quite know. But what Gizzy decided to do in the hand was not ideal. He decided to rough the diamond because it gave him the easiest entry to the north hand to take another heart finesse. So he played small and roughed it. Now, obviously, he's got no losers outside hearts now. He's got king, queen of diamonds, ace, king, queen of clubs, 2 good spades or something. So he's just trying to not lose another heart. And obviously, he thinks the queen of hearts is with East, because so did I when they fly in with the ace there. So it goes 10 of hearts. East plays low, and you play low. And the sad news is that West has shown out. Now, your mistake for roughing the diamond has come to light. If you didn't rough the diamond, you would have had another heart in the north hand to pick up the hearts, and you'd just be able to claim. So you're now in a position where you have to try and catch East's queen of hearts. And it's not too difficult, but if you've not seen trump coups before, what you effectively need to do is get to the point where you're in dummy, you're playing winners from the north hand through East, in a position where you have the same number of trumps. It's very important to have the same number of trumps. If you don't have the same number of trumps and you have more trumps than them, eventually East just won't rough in, and eventually you're going to have to rough in before East, and you're going to have to then lead away from your king 9 of hearts. So what you need to do is you need to shorten your trumps to the same length that East has. Now you can rough spades and you can rough clubs, and what you don't want is East throwing away their black cards in the suit, because you also need East to have a third spade. So you can't actually make this now if East doesn't have a spade left. So what you're going to have to do is play for East to have 3 spades initially, and rough a club. It doesn't actually matter which one you rough. You can rough a spade or rough a club, and Adam decided to rough a club. So he played ace of clubs, and he roughed a club, and East followed twice. And now all he needs to do is get back to the north hand. If you look at how many winners the north hand has king, queen of clubs, which are winners, king of spades, 8 of spades has got to be a winner because you need spades to be 3-3. But Adam played a spade back to north, tested the hand now. If East roughs this, oh well, we've made 10 and we've misplayed it. East follows, and now if you look at the hand, East has 2 hearts left, and you've just got winners in north, and thankfully winners in the south hand as well. So when you play the king of clubs, East has to follow. you can throw a winner away, but you're throwing winners on winners, which is a nice position to be in. And then when you play the Queen of Clubs, what does he do? If he discards the diamond, you discard a diamond, and then you can finesse their hearts at trick 12, because you can play whatever off north and East has to play. So East tried to rough in on the hope that their partner had the King of Diamonds. East roughed in. You can over rough, and then you can cash the King of Hearts to draw the trump, and then your final trick is the King of Diamonds. For 11 tricks, and it was above average because some people were in 3N or different contracts, or some people didn't pick the hearts up or something like that. But it's 11 tricks, and it's a good recovery, and it's very easy in a position where you think you've misplayed early in a hand to do the wrong thing in this spot and can just go, and get frustrated. But Gizzy not played for well, took his time. I could see him working out how to make a trump coup because I could see what had gone on, and he got it right. So excellent play, given that it might have been a slight misplay to rough the diamond early in hand. So well done.
The last round did not go so great. We conceded 1660. How do you concede 1660?
6 clubs doubled making.
6 hearts, wasn't it?
Was it hearts?
Yeah, it was 6
It
hearts.
was, yeah.
1660, I think. 6 hearts double making. I thought my partner made a Grand Slam try, and I thought, well, I'm not going to accept that, so I doubled it. And obviously on completely different wavelengths. The match was really fun. It was really enjoyable. We drew 10-all, and the one pair that could overtake us with that score ended up losing a narrow match. So we ended up winning. Look how happy this man is. Look how happy. So we're going to, obviously there weren't that many interesting hands. There was an end play at the end. I'm not going to show that, but we're going to get potentially, Gizzy might get his first trophy since he's come back to bridge, so well done. And we'll be back tomorrow for the Swiss teams, so hope you've enjoyed it today. Don't know how much we won by, but it's about 9 VPs, which is a decent win, and we didn't lose a match all day. I think the last match is currently standing at a 10-all draw. So I will see you tomorrow for another vlog from Oxfordshire, and see you later.